Nobody can endure the kind of pain Jesus endured. Nobody. You know what it means to tie somebody to a tree, to a wood that they cut from a tree? They tied him and they were whipping him. On that whip, they were metal and sheep bone, sharp, arranged that when they whip him, the thing will go around his body and they drag it. After that, they now gave him the cross to put on his back to drag by himself to Golgotha. After he got there, they mounted the cross and they hung him on the cross. They did not use rope to tie his hand to the cross. It was the nail. It entered through his hand, came out on the other side, entered the wood, came out from the wood at the back, and he was there. So what was holding him was the two nails on his hand. Once he's tired, he will rest or he will relax on the nail that they've put together and put a long nail through. And imagine as he's adjusting, that same back that they whip is scratching that wood. So there was nothing like rest or peace. It was pain and torture. Why? Because there is a sacrifice that is meant to carry out, and he endured until the sacrifice was complete. When the sacrifice was completed, he said what? Father, I commit my spirit unto you, and he gave up the ghost. It was not the torture, the pain that killed him. It was him that released his spirit to the hands of God. That was patience for hours. He was on the tree for hours. So it is patience that let me endure. I am meant to carry out the sacrifice. What made him do that? Love. So another meaning for long suffering is what? Patience. And not patience. When I mean patience, it's not just waiting, but what you do while waiting. That's the meaning of long suffering. Imagine Jesus was patient with the torture, with the pain. But what can we interpret his own patience to? What? The things he did while he was waiting. That is, there was a sacrifice he has to carry out. So what were the things he did for that sacrifice to be carried out? He was beaten. He released himself like a sheep for the slaughter. Those were the things he did. The pain, the torture, the agony he went through while he was going through that process, while he was carrying out that sacrifice, were the things he did while waiting. I say, Father, how many minutes more? Father, when will this be over? And even while he was waiting, while he was enduring, he never said, God will punish these people. If I die and resurrect the third day, what I'll use the eyes of these people to see? He did not do that. He was still praying for them and said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. So long suffering is one of the fruit of the spirit. That is, without love there cannot be long suffering. And long suffering means the things you do while waiting. Patience. The things you do when you are waiting for that promise. God say you will become this, God say you will become that. So what do you not do while waiting, or when waiting for those promises? Do you grumble? Do you cut corners? Do you give ear? Do you give attention to other alternatives? Do you leave the faith base that he has given you and you are doing other things? What do you do while waiting? That's long suffering.